Caddis Maximus here, this time with a review of the Harbor Freight microfiber polishing towels. These are 100% polyester and they are super fine. Harbor Freight has a variety of towels on the shelf. Some of their more expensive ones are like orange and green, kind of multicolored. They have like little holes in the bags so you can feel how soft they are. And they also have some more expensive microfiber and polishing cloths. And when you go along the shelves and feel all of them and you get to these white ones, these things are ridiculously soft. They're like silky cat fur. And let me actually zoom in just so you can see. And it's actually kind of hard to find microfiber towels that are really super fine. And surprisingly enough, the budget ones, these which are $2 for two, so $1 a piece, are actually the softest towels at all at Harbor Freight. And I'm just trying to get a real close zoom. They are super bleached, super white, and I think the super fine fuzz, I mean, it's like super fine strand polyester wool. And it's kind of like gecko feet. It's the only way to describe how good these are. And so I used to collect like lots of DVDs and Blu-rays. Not as much, not actually, not anymore. But one of the issues was finding a cloth that you could clean up fingerprints and stuff off of DVDs that wouldn't leave scratches. DVDs are real soft plastic. Blu-rays have a much higher density, and so they actually have a harder polycarbonate coating, and so they resist scratches, and fingerprints just wipe right off of Blu-rays, where DVDs was always delicate. Getting rid of a fingerprint often resulted in a bunch of microfine scratches. Now these leave very few fibers. If I take and just wipe the disc across the cloth, we can see that there's, I'm trying to get a good angle, but there's basically, it's not clean room clean, but it is near perfect. There's like, you can see a particle right there. We try to get that one off. There we go. I think we got them all off, but it really works super well at trapping fine dust, wiping a phone before you put on a screen protector. These would work excellent. There's just so many little fibers that they trap any particles. So if we do something like, you know, get a fingerprint smudge, it's actually a pretty healthy smudge right there. These things work great for polishing it off. Usually you just need a little bit of pressure. Sometimes you gotta breathe on it just to get a touch of moisture. And it'll never get quite perfect unless you use a certain type of cleaning fluid, but any kind of dishwashers always seem to mess it up. But we can see that just worked excellent. Let's see. There, I could breathe on. I don't know if you're able to see. You could still see a little evidence of the smudge was, but as far as polishing up with the cloth, it's near perfect. And that is extremely difficult to accomplish on a DVD. Anybody who knows about that, and it is a testament to how soft these cloths really are. How that they're just a low scratch nature. I would use these as lens cleaning cloths, all sorts of applications like that. And for $1 a piece, you could be building an engine or something like that, and you just want to have a couple of just super clean, perfect cloths for, you know, the engine bearings and things like that, or to set camshafts on. These are way softer. A shop towel, any kind of super soft Scotch shop rag will scratch a DVD, but these definitely do not. And so that was kind of the point I wanted to make. If you just feel them on the shelf, these are way softer than any of the others, and it's actually really surprising. And before I end this review, I should talk about their size, and they are actually a decent, do they say how big they are in the package? 16 inches by 16 inches, so 1¼ feet, and they actually do have sewn edges so they don't fray. But you can see as you splay it apart, it's really just the raw polyester fibers that are just upended. They're not twisted, they're not bundled or anything, and it's actually surprisingly nice. And what's also interesting is to see that there is a texture difference from this side to this side, which really has just the super, it's even, you know, more woolly, a little bit taller than it is on the normal side. And I kind of appreciate that they have two different textures. They're almost the same effectively, but still, compared to anything else that's out there, you'll be hard pressed to find a cloth that's softer than one of these. And that's why I'm talking about it so much. Really surprising. Anyway, I really appreciate everybody watching and subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Until next time, Caddis Maximus out. Oh, I almost forgot here. You know, we have a cell phone here. You always get these smudges and everything on those. And one of these rags really amazing. You just go around a little bit like that, and you get like, I need to do a little more effort along the edges. Kind of switch sides. This screen protector, this is an old phone, but we can see there how it's done just about a perfect job. And there's just a couple of little tiny fibers. Another nice thing is the fibers are so small on this that when you do put on the screen protector, the glue is a little bit thick and spongy, and it will actually absorb the fibers, and they'll end up disappearing, and you won't have any of those little dots or the little bubbles under your screen protectors. Anyway, see you next video.